Good evening. Welcome back to our 5th edition D&D games. Tonight we're going to be playing the Colonial game. Nations and Cannons is the basic campaign pack. The party, when we last left, was in the forest, well, mountains really, with Braddock's march heading towards Fort Necessity and then up towards Fort Duquesne. They ran across a French squad most recently, got some decent small change and some gear off them, got back to camp, took a long rest, so it is now Friday, June 13th, 1755. If it were the Portal game, Jason would be on the way, but it's not. So.
Don't even, no. You don't want to bring that up here.
You can still show up, but this would be a very, very short campaign if you did.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you can open up for this camp.
Friday, June.
Oh no, we wouldn't all be brutally murdered. It would be canon. It would be the, like Jason prequel.
Jason goes to the Ohio Valley. We would have to use a backed off version, though. The one we've been using against the 20th level characters wouldn't be any good. Today's weather,
It would be
warm.
entertaining to murder us, but that would be it.
So today's weather in 1755, warm, mild breezes, and back out on the trail, or was there something you needed to do around the fort in the morning?
No, Klikli, if he has free time, is just constantly working on the pistol brace, but I don't think we had anything we needed to do.
Okay.
Because we already sold all the gear last session.
Yeah.
Okay.
Long-term things like the pistol brace and tanning the bear hide.
Alright, Saturday passes uneventfully. Sunday, you have services in the morning. You guys were out last Sunday afternoon, so it's the scouts from the 44th's turn. And Monday, June 16th. Okay, checking your passives. Nope. Alright, everyone roll initiative.
You know, for scouts, we're really bad at this.
Well, passive perceptions. Klikli, is you're still 14?
Yeah.
Francois and Charlie, 13?
Passive? Yeah.
Yeah, and Layla,
Yeah.
12.
What were we rolling?
So, initiative, yeah.
Huh. 4.
17 initiative.
13.
13? Alright, and then... Oh, I need pieces for your trainees. The trainees are still walking behind you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You get in, okay.
You're kidding? We don't even trust the girls to be scouting out with the 2 fur traders. We're not going to put the trainees.
Though they are great mind detectors.
Let's see. So, 10 a.m., nobody noticed. So, I think they're going to have to all double move anyway. So, He's gonna drop down. All right. So up ahead, starting a little over 100 feet, but definitely moving closer as they come running in, you see a war party of Shawnee. There's a bunch of them. They're staying behind rocks and trees. One of them even drops prone behind some rocks. But they all double move. No bonus actions to speak of. So, Francois, it's your turn. You're up by some dead fallen logs.
Mm-hmm.
You're a little bit off camera.
Yeah, I can see. I'm gonna move up to that next big tree.
Here?
Yep. And this, which one do I want? Let's see, Carbion's got a short range of 45. Yeah, I'll shoot the one closest to me. Or I'll attempt to anyway.
I guess over here or over here are pretty close to the same. I can measure.
The one farther from the
Okay.
camera.
Up here?
Yep. After all the Shawnee, I can't count on them to blow themselves up like the front. Let's see, that is a 17 to hit. I'm guessing too much cover.
Actually, it's really close. You catch him right as he's peeking out to see what's going on. Roll your damage.
Well, 16 points of damage. So good damage.
And it looks like you catch him right in the face, too.
Nice. You know that's mayhem.
And then I'll bonus action to hide.
Alright, make your stealth roll.
Well, I'm glad that wasn't the attack roll. That's a nat 1 for a total of 6.
Okay.
A total of 8. But, yeah, I'm glad the nat 1 wasn't when I was firing the gun.
Alright, well, you're trying, but the trunk seems to be a little thinner than you expected from a distance. You feel like you're poking out a bit. And then... Klikli?
I'm already behind a tree, so that's always a plus. Is the guy at the very bottom of the camera view? Yeah, right there.
He's prone.
Is he out in the open or? Oh,
And there's rocks.
Okay. That's why I was asking. I couldn't.
So yeah, he's got cover and disadvantage because he's prone.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna go for running man over there in that cluster of 3.
Up over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Burn the longbow.
Whap.
Okay. 21. Or actually, no, that's higher than that. That's 23.
That hits him. Roll your damage.
Okay. For 7 points.
Alright, the arrow sticks into him. He's definitely slowing down and bleeding. But
Yeah,
he looks... yeah.
Yeah, and then drop into prone behind the tree. Concealment is good. Cover is better.
Definitely. Charlie?
It's her and I always start like in the middle of the road. Like, put the two girls right there as bait. He's just gonna cover it.
Yeah.
And then that's in the big tree. And then those guys all have cover, right? Because of the trees and stuff too.
Trees and rocks and things, yeah.
What's this? Are these trees?
Down logs.
Oh, okay. Is it logs? And I'm saying there's just like weird glare. Yeah, I'm old. Are those rocks in logs? Or is it just down logs?
Well, all the triangles are rough terrain. It's mainly logs.
But how much cover, I guess? That's
half.
Okay. And then this is also half cover too? So.
And that's more concealment.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can shoot through the bushes, but they might slow down. I don't know. I'd probably, like, on the long way, I'd give it cover. On the short way, it'll make it easier to hide.
And this is a really big tree.
Yeah.
Like an oak?
Yeah. Well, the trunk is right there, and then the branches are all...
Oh, it's just... Okay. And then those guys are... Okay. So, okay. How much distance are these? They're 5, right? The little things.
Uh-huh. The hexes or the squares, they're each 5.
Yeah, no, I just... The little hexes still count as 5, right? 75, 80, 85 to that guy? Am I counting that right?
Seems about right, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot at that guy.
Okay. Boom.
With the brown vest.
Okay.
Ah, see, on the computer I can make the type bigger. Okay. So does a 18 hit?
Yes.
10 all together.
Okay.
And then, wait, let me mark off the... Okay, and then I will move... Are this rough? This is... Oh, no, just the triangles is rough terrain. That's what you're saying, right?
Well, that would be also if you wanted to smash your way through a hedge. It's slow going.
Oh, is it really? Well, okay, I'll just... Is this... That's 5, right? Because I was more like in between.
Here, look up. And just straighten yourselves out to those.
Okay, well then... 5?
10.
10.
But go to there next. 15, 20.
20. I'm good.
Okay. So you shoot him. He sags when he's hit. He's bleeding pretty badly. And then you jump into the hedge trying to get out of sight and maybe a little bit of protection. And you crawl
in
under.
there.
Layla, what was your initiative?
14.
Alright. So, what do you do?
I
Oh, well, yeah, go ahead. It's fine.
shoot that same one with the brown bass, and then I'll run behind my friend.
Okay.
So.
Into the bush.
Yep.
Or one six, yeah, whichever.
So that's an 18 to hit.
That hits him.
8 total damage.
Alright, so your shot hits him in the side also, and he collapses.
Yes.
I don't know. They haven't been given any orders, so I'm just going to roll for the 4 of them to shoot. Just going down the row of enemies. Not bad. So this one's killed. And the front one is wounded. Pretty badly. And so all 4 of your assistants fired. No one really had any other direction. And so
Yep.
now have to stand up. I guess he'll throw from there. Disadvantage, I believe. Yeah. So he throws a spear at Francois, but he misses. 5, 10.
Oh, free spear.
He's gonna throw also. Well, except you have cover from that angle. Well, he's gonna try. Miss. Oh wait. What's your armor class?
15.
Plus 2, 17. So that one does graze you for 3 points of damage. Not too bad. And then so Francois is plus 5 against that one. That way missed. Doesn't even hit the tree. That one is plus 2. That one missed also. And then that one straight throw. That's a nat 20. Same dice, same dice. This guy hit Francois with a war spear for 12 points of damage.
Ouch.
I guess you were looking at the other ones going, ah, and then the one got you in the back. No, I'm not, maybe you weren't taunting them, I don't know, but he definitely got you pretty good. And let's see. I think that's all of them. 1, 2, 4, 5. You killed 3 already. That's just sad. Alright, Layla, you're next.
The one that's on the rocks is an enemy, right?
Which one?
On the rocks and
Yeah.
I'll shoot at him with my pistol.
Okay.
It was a 23.
That hit. Roll your damage. Wait, how far is he?
I mean, more than 30, I think.
Yeah, so it should be a disadvantage, right?
I guess. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
I thought you were.
It's like 55 feet, so yeah, disadvantage.
Yeah, so that's a modified 20 then.
Okay. So you still hit.
Yeah. No, I forgot we were doing disadvantage and not
At
just
distance,
extra
yeah.
cover or whatever.
That too.
What do you add to the damage? Just your dexterity?
Mm-hmm.
So I need to fix that. It's 6.
Just your dexterity and a million. Just
There
kidding.
you go.
All right. Well, you shoot him and blood sprays out, and
And then I duck down low.
like prone low. Like so they have disadvantage, and it'll take half your move to stand up.
Yeah,
Or like dramatically low, like kneeling.
the first one.
Okay. So you drop to the ground.
Yeah.
Quick note, yeah, we're using dex bonuses on the guns for damage. There's a couple notes that say you shouldn't, but all of the enemies have it in their stat blocks, and if it's fair for one, it's fair for all. That's my DMing style, so I'm not going to adjust every single stat block. I'll just, it counts. Next up, oh, we skipped Francois. Francois, you're behind the tree there.
Yes, I'm behind the tree and in extreme pain. I'm going to take a quick shot with my first put pistol at the guy whose spear is sticking out of my hip.
Okay.
Decent shot. 22.
All right, that hits. Roll damage.
Not that great a shot, I guess. 5 points of damage.
It's enough, though. Your shot hits him and he drops into the sort of burnt and broken logs.
Alright, and then I'm going to move over behind those rocks he was standing on to get, not quite as surrounded and try to hide. Try to crouch down and hide. Which, in this case, is a 21 stealth.
That's a lot better. Okay. So you run over and dive behind the logs and rocks and things. And get yourself down pretty low now. And then Klikli. It would actually be Layla, then Klikli, but Layla went.
Okay. Half my movement to stand up, and then I'm gonna shoot my longbow at that guy who's closest to Francois.
Over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he prone or anything like that?
No. He probably should be, but he ran up and threw his spear. He was figuring he was close enough to the logs to have cover,
Yeah.
but he
Oh,
doesn't.
too late. 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. For 8 points.
And he was already wounded, so that arrow sticks into him and he drops to the ground.
Neat. And then use the rest of my movement to drop prone. We're going realistic on the gunfight here. Everyone firing and then immediately dropping.
Yeah.
Back down to cover.
Which they should be doing more of. They did it first. They're still using cover, but they should have been dropping lower.
Well, they got the bloodlust. They think they can run up and
Yeah.
kill all the white guys and go from there. Problem is, we don't play that game.
They may lose their confidence now that more than half of their party is dead.
Charlie's up next.
How far can I throw a grenade?
I think it's 2060.
Oh. Okay, wait. I got up. Let's see. That's 15 to get up, right?
Yeah.
And that's 25, right?
Yeah.
And that's 30.
Uh-huh.
And that's 35. Or that's 30.
Yeah.
Wait. And then
You can use the tape measure.
well, he's like 60, that guy. Right?
That's 60. Out to
And
here.
then what about
Or to here.
the other on the other side of the tree?
Well, what's the blast radius? It's 10 feet, right? So if you manage to land it right there between them, then they'll both have to make their saves. If you're thinking of a grenade.
Yeah.
So you roll to hit your target area. If you miss your target area, then it's a dud, or the fuse was bad, or so disadvantage.
Nine.
9 total,
Yeah.
including your bonuses.
Yeah. Wait, I can use an inspiration. And we roll that. Okay, so
It's strength. You know that, right?
yeah, I
Okay.
have the plus. So
Okay.
I
So
rolled.
3 and 2 is plus 5.
Yeah, I have that.
All right.
This is still the lower.
So 13 plus 5 is 18.
Yeah.
So that hits your target area.
Really good my
So you grab a grenade off your chest, flick the fuse with a flint real quick, and then hurl it. So now they need to save for half. It's a port fire, right?
Yeah. 10-foot radius, DC 12, Dex half, and
So roll damage.
3d6. 11.
Okay, well the one that took half is already wounded. So it explodes and bits of rock and shrapnel go flying in the concussion blast, and both of them get shredded.
It was overkill, but oh my god.
Oh, but you got to use one.
That's the second
Just
one.
mark it off, but you
I
killed 2.
I marked it.
And then
That's the second one I've used.
they're reloading. And new round. Morale roll for sure.
For the one guy surviving? Yeah.
Yeah, he's running. "60" and dives prone behind some bushes.
Charlie's like, I'm done playing.
He's over there behind that bush.
I thought it was a mossy rock.
It could be that, but today it's a bush.
So we can shoot through it.
Well, it's Francois' turn.
Yeah, I'm down to 2 hit points, so I'm going to not chase this guy. I'm going to climb and load the carbine and Klikli, he's all yours.
Alright, so you're loading.
Yeah.
Cool. Layla?
I'm just gonna start reloading my stuff.
Okay. Klikli?
Can I even see anybody?
Make a perception roll.
Okay. I doubt I see anything. That's gonna be a 10.
No. He ran off into the brush way out there. You're not really sure where he went.
Yeah, no, I lost him.
Charlie?
I have to reload.
Load. Okay.
But I could throw a grenade behind that bush. But
It's too far.
It seems a little overkill anyways. Like, it seems a
There's
lot
no such thing as overkill. There's only open fire and reloading.
overkill.
Yeah, or in this case, out of range.
Alright. So, it appears to be clear. No one else is hurling spears or anything at you. What do you guys do?
Loot the bodies.
You want to loot the bodies?
Layla? Can you do something about this spear wound?
Yeah?
I'll start looting the bodies, but I'll be.
Do I have to mark off the spell slot or
For which?
for healing Gwendor?
Are you using a spell, or are you using...
Well, I could, because I did just get the poultice, so I could just use one of
Yeah,
them.
well,
Or you
Well,
could
do you
save
want
that.
me to do my create drought and use that instead?
Create what?
use something that
He
creates
could, like, basically gathering up herbs and things.
Oh. Yeah.
But it's a spell slot, so either... Go on.
What I was gonna say was, if we use that instead, we can keep your resources for later on, or make it so you don't have to use the poultices that we have that are permanent.
Okay.
Because you have the combat
Yeah.
healing, like... Okay.
Is
Alright.
this a different day, Brian, or the same day as?
It's a different day.
Okay.
it's different than
It's
Yeah.
several days
Just wanted to
later.
make sure, 'cause I never cleared my spell slots last time.
Yeah, you had the long rest. And then several more days went by and you had church and stuff, yeah, so you're good.
So I'll spend the minute gathering herbs and all sorts of goodies from around the area to make a poultice.
Alright.
that second spear got pretty deep. Just a little.
Okay. So, well, 7 war spears, 7 tomahawks, hand axe. And a total 34 denier, 40 42 soul. And then 4 playing cards are all noted as worth 5 livres. Well, my accent slipped, but okay, whatever. It's a 10 of each suit.
Okay, so we now have 5, 10.
And
Show you how arbitrary money really is.
that the governor can just ask people for playing cards, write amounts on the back, and then people will spend it and accept it. Alright. Well, they don't have a lot of printing presses in the New World. They don't even have a lot of paper in the New World. So, you use what you can get, I guess.
Yeah. Not gold or silver. Not just...
Well, the souls are silver.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But the playing cards are not made out of.
No.
Yeah, so now we have
You can't even play a game now.
quite a bit of French currency of one sort or another, mostly IOUs. At least so far, our army has paid us in coin. Francois is feeling much more confident in choosing sides.
You might want to call yourself Frank. Kind of lose the French. The French.
It's fine. No one can actually understand what he's saying anyway, so...
with his Proto-Cajun accent.
Yeah. Like, Johnny says something, the rest of us just all stare at Francois for a moment and go, yep, sounds about right. Carry on our conversation.
Oh, he's a little better at English.
Alright.
Yes, thick French accent.
Oh.
Particularly thick since he hasn't even been growing up in towns, but in fur trapping camp with his parents.
Ouch.
So are you taking all the spears and stuff, or?
Nah, I'm not gonna take any of it. I'm taking the money, but
Yeah.
gear and stuff like that, we don't.
No, we don't need to take the gear unless somebody wants it.
We'll let some other poor traveler. We're not poor. We don't.
If you want the spear, you can grab one. If not,
We don't need
they're
spears.
not real. They're not worth enough to haul back to sell because they're just too bulky and.
They're spears. It's okay. You can say it.
They're just bulky and awkward to carry through the woods. They're not worth selling.
I mean, it's not like they're made out of gold. Solid gold spears. Yeah, no, we'll take those.
Yeah. At least if it's something bulky and awkward like bear meat, it's useful and worth hauling back. The spears that get dime a dozen, leave them.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And remind the trainees, remember, we're scouts, we're not line infantry. Make your shots count. If you're at extreme long range, if they've got too much cover, move forward to get a better shot.
Okay. Stealth rolls. Not for you guys necessarily. Well, you can if you're sneaking, but you haven't really been.
Maybe
You also
we
haven't given
should.
us an opportunity to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
But
I'm gonna try to be stealthy.
we're being stealthy, at least for the 2 fur traders.
I'm following along in Charlie's
17.
footsteps. That's a nat 20.
Klikli would
I
very
knew
much
that.
like this stealth.
I rolled a
So
17.
with Francois.
And because this is favorite terrain, it doesn't really slow me down either.
17. What's Klikli's?
20.
What's Francois'?
22.
What's Layla's?
Nat 20. 21.
Good thing you got a 20. Not 20.
Morgan. Clyde. Chip. Clyde. Alright, so that's stealths. Perceptions.
Something I completely forgot I had as a scholar.
14.
Does anyone think they need help on perception?
14. 10.
Cause I have a bonus action.
What did you get on perception yourself?
21.
No, okay. No bonus actions right now. Klikli, what's your
Okay.
perception?
Dirty 20.
Okay. This is going to be interesting, but hey, it'll be fun too. Alright, roll initiatives.
Hmm. 18.
23.
23, 18, Charlie. 20, Layla.
11.
11. And then they all go in one.
No, the situation itself wouldn't have been appropriate for this bonus action, but it's a bonus action to add double proficiency to an ability check.
Oh, okay.
And helping another person, they add double their bonus as well as advantage. But no, it wouldn't have been appropriate for this anyway, I don't think.
Charlie, what's your dex bonus?
+2.
Layla, what's your dex bonus?
+1.
Okay. Klikli, you see movement about, let's see, 20, about 60 feet ahead. It looks like that Shawnee that ran away diving behind a tree and dropping prone. What do you do?
But I see the others moving up, right?
No, just the one. The others are hidden from you.
Okay. Well, I'll hold up my my hand to stop everyone else and slowly drop to the ground and crawl up to some cover and keep an eye where I saw the guy dive.
Okay.
and I'll have my my bow ready so that if I see a proper target, I'll be ready for it. So I'll ready an attack for a target of opportunity.
Okay. So only Morgan is properly surprised. Everyone else knows something's going on. Klikli's sort of hiding, peeking, and ready. And then the only one they can see, well, they see Charlie up front, and then Claude, Clyde, and Morgan in back. I guess we'll wait at 1 to 3 Charlie, and then 4, 5, and 6. Charlie, Charlie, and Claude. That one's not even close. Gets caught in the branches. Charlie, what's your armor class?
It's 17.
Plus a couple for the cover, the trees and such. An arrow hits you for 10 points of damage. Klikli, you can get 1 reflex shot off with your readied action.
Okay.
Wait,
Disadvantage or anything like that?
At the moment you shoot, they have cover.
wait. I have. Did we
Yeah, I
have a
missed.
long
No,
rest between?
no, it's that afternoon. He went and got help. You haven't had
I
any
saw
rests.
hit for 10.
Yeah.
Or
How did you do, Klikli?
I miss. I got an 11.
Okay. So you try, but he just pops up and shoots an arrow, and by the time your arrow's heading that way, he's already back down. And now, Charlie. You know roughly where they are, but they all drop down behind the bushes, presumably prone. Bushes,
I
rocks,
only have
trees.
4 hit points left, so
Uh-oh.
I don't like do anything. So, I can't see us. 'Cause there's
You're right here.
you reorientated the whole world.
I did.
Is there anybody I can see where I'm at from there? It's hard to tell.
Kind of. Just when they sort of peek up and out. You'll have disadvantage and they have +5 to their AC. But you know roughly where they are.
I'm gonna ready a shot for when I can really see them.
Alright. Francois? You're up.
Well, I can't really see where they are.
You're over here.
I know that. Yeah, no, I meant Francois can't really see
Yeah.
where they are. So, I know they're out there. I know roughly where they are, but not specifically. I'm going to the nearest tree and diving prone and hiding.
Okay.
Until I get, until I can see what I'm shooting at or what's shooting at me, I'm gonna hide. I saw her.
I should have done the reckless one.
The what?
I should have maybe done reckless attack or something. It's okay.
Layla?
I am running behind Charlie. And do you want me to use a poultice or a spell?
I am down to 4 hit points, so
What's your max hit points?
24.
So It's kind of the same thing, but I'll use a cure wounds. So run me up behind Charlie, please.
Okay.
And then I'm not gonna get prone, but I am gonna like crouch down low after I heal her for 7 points of damage.
Uh,
7?
Yep.
Alright. So you feel a little better. Let's see. Claude, Chip, Clyde, and Morgan. Each of you make an attack at disadvantage for Claude, Chip, Clyde, and Morgan.
Nat 20.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
I know.
Is it 2 nat 20?
No, it's
Aw.
16 plus 3. So
No,
Yeah,
2.
yeah. Morgan misses with an 8.
yeah.
Oh shoot! I had his stuff on my computer.
It's the
It's
same
okay,
stuff as
just add
this.
Thank you. Okay, so 17.
So 18. Missed. Clyde hit.
$12 points of damage.
Alright, so Clyde kills one.
Nice.
Then it's Klikli's turn. What's Klikli doing? He's over here. Is he muted? Are we muted? Oh, there we go.
Looking at the screen right now.
Oh, okay. Just checking. It got suspiciously quiet.
Well, it was suspiciously quiet because on my screen, a tree suddenly moved about 3 inches closer to the camera.
Oh, no.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know
the
what
bush
caused
that
it,
fell.
but-
It's just an unsturdy base.
Yeah, they really don't have... They have... These are the ones that were kind of given to me by David from Linebreakers. These ones. So they're not really sturdy, but I mean,
look
they're
very
terrain.
DIY.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, clay with sticks and some moss. But it works.
Yep.
It lets me move things
Alright,
around a little differently than the tiles.
Yep.
Can I crawl along the ground towards the pine tree with the broken tip?
Sure. Half speed, but
So,
5,
Yeah.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
yeah, that'll be fine. And I guess I'll try to take a disadvantage shot with my bow at, I guess the guy behind the other pine tree with the rock pile, if I can see him.
Up here?
Or just who, if I can see anyone, honestly.
Either or, I guess. I guess this guy's maybe a little easier to see,
Yeah,
but he's
I'll
still
go
got
for him
3/4 cover. Okay, so
then. Yeah.
disadvantage.
Prone or
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Oh, that's a damn good roll. That's gonna be a 23
Nice.
at disadvantage.
So you arc over the rock and you hear a yelp. Roll your damage.
8 points.
Nice. Alright, and there's a little squirt of blood that fountains up for a moment.
Yeah, aim the bow straight up, but angle it like 1 degree, and then release at full power.
It's he's over there somewhere. Let's hit the area. Ooh, look, blood.
I'm going to move you back a little bit. I need to check, because to shoot, I don't know if you can shoot a bow prone. I know there's some rules about the two-handed guns, and mainly you can't reload them prone. I think you have to pop up a little bit.
I went Mongolian on the fire the bow when I'm prone.
And you still have the cover and everything. I just backed you up a little bit for crawling. And then after that, looks like their turn. So prone. You two are sort of crouching, but you're not prone.
Yep.
Oh, that
I'm
guy.
also literally half of Charlie's size.
5.
Yes, Layla has almost full cover because she's behind Charlie.
Well, it wouldn't matter either way. There's not cover. I was just looking. But
Everybody behind me has cover. I'm joking.
I guess he throws a spear at Klikli at disadvantage, and then he pulls out a tomahawk.
Sounds like bitch behavior to me.
What's Klikli's armor class?
I mean, it's a pistol range.
What's Klikli's armor class?
15.
All right. What are you wearing? A coat or a?
I'm using the where is it? Broadcloth coat.
Okay. So yeah, as you're there, it goes and it sort of pins your coat to the ground. Not hard enough that you need an action to remove it. It just pins it down. If you had been like an inch to the side, it would have got you. And then that's him, and then those two. I guess Charlie and then Layla. Oops. Charlie's hit by an arrow for 4 points of damage. And then it's Charlie's turn. You do have a readied,
Yeah, I've been waiting
so
for...
take the readied shot against that guy right before your turn. The one that just shot you. All right. Wait, what were you using?
That was the brown bass.
The brown
Don't
bass.
you have an inspiration?
Nope, I already used it unless somebody wants to give me their inspiration.
I used mine.
Well then.
Shit.
I rolled a nat 1, so
Shit.
he's pulling out some
Yeah, I'm sorry. I already used my one.
nasty little
All right, pick a
cards.
card.
I'm bad at this. This is like Nathaniel pulling the Doom card. Yeah.
Why did we get this?
Okay, this is no spark.
Second time she's thrown it up.
It says no spark, so it doesn't say blow up in your face. It says your weapon sputters and fails to ignite. This misfire doesn't need to be cleared. Okay, so you know,
So you just lose the
if
turn.
your weapon uses a flintlock, it needs to be reprimed. You must use an object interaction to make this weapon ready to fire again. You get 1 free object interaction a turn. If your weapon uses a percussion, which I don't,
No.
and then the match lock. So yeah. And then it says at the bottom, God is not, wait, hold on. God is not on the side of the big battalions, but on the side of those who shoot best. Voltaire. So I need to reprime, basically. I basically, it's like,
So you lose your turn.
so I'm so, it's kind of like reloading, right? So next turn I have to
So
reload.
no. So it doesn't fire. You can use a free action to just put some more powder in the tray and
Okay,
close
so I'll
the
do
lever.
that. And
Okay. So next round you can fire. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, but and then so on my turn is that what I'm doing? Is the
So
because that was my
okay, so that was your readied action.
yeah
So then on your turn, you interact to prepare it, and now you can fire.
on my turn.
Uh-huh.
Haha. That actually wasn't so bad. It could have been way worse.
Well, you lost last turn, basically.
Yeah,
so-
basically. Well, I lost my ready action.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Alright, so that is. Okay. $13 damage.
That's nice. That's the wounded one over here. Actually, which one was that? Was that the one charging
Yeah, I
in?
can see that guy.
Okay. So you shoot him down. He's the one that ran away before.
Wow.
And then... Let's see, that's Charlie's turn. So...
Oh,
It's Francois' turn. You're up.
Okay. How close is the nearest one to me? I don't see where I am.
About 75 feet.
Okay, still pretty long range.
You're down there.
Okay. I'm going to try to crawl to the next bit of cover. These guys are still in pretty long range. I'm going to crawl, stay prone, move to the next bit of cover, and hope for a better shot. Especially since the one was pulling out a tomahawk. I'm hoping they'll start moving into closer range with pistols.
He's about 65 feet still. But you crawl forward a little bit to the next tree.
Yeah, I'll ready a pistol shot for me to get within 30 feet. But I don't think they're going to this round anytime soon. I'm just getting ready for a better positioning for the fight.
Okay. You okay?
Yeah, it's just my phone.
Is your phone okay?
It's fine.
Let's see. Layla's next.
Can I see one from where I'm at?
Kind of. There's one that keeps peeking up down there.
I will shoot him with the brown bass at disadvantage, right? Or just cover disadvantage?
Well, the prone disadvantage. Distance, I think you're right on the edge.
Yeah.
But yeah, prone and then cover gives him an AC bonus.
Okay. So just one roll or disadvantage roll?
Disadvantage roll.
Alright. Does a 13 hit?
No. It pings off the rocks in front of him.
Alright. I'll crouch down though. Then.
Okay. Like prone or just crouched?
Just crouched.
Okay.
And I do have ritual casting. Keep forgetting about that too.
And then your men are reloading?
I hope so.
Round 3, Klikli.
Okay. it's crawling, or I'm gonna stand up and move to the tree in front of me, and then I'm gonna take a shot at the that prone guy that I shot at before.
Okay. Oh. No, that one's dead. There's just this one left over here.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll fire at him instead. I think I'd have to move a little bit to get line of sight though, right? If I blocked by that other pine tree.
Well, it's giving him a lot of cover. I mean, if that'd help a little bit.
I have enough movement. I can get to Francois' tree. That opened it up quite a bit. Double floors. So I'm guessing an 11 misses him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Close, but your arrow gets caught in the bushes in front of him. And then, are you good or are you dropping back down?
I don't have the movement for it.
Okay. So you get hit by an arrow for 10 points of damage.
Alrighty.
Flat.
That was fast.
And he's backing up a little bit. Charlie? The last one is moving away between the trees. You really don't have a good view of him unless you move forward a bit. About 20, 30 feet.
Where?
He's over here.
So I have to move.
So see, the trees are kind of in your way. Up around here.
That way? Like.
Yeah. Like now you have a better shot at him with just a little cover.
Is this rough terrain?
No, that's a tree.
No, I mean, but it's
above you. You just run around the trunk. It's no big
so
deal.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Okay.
I'm just.
85 feet.
Is it disadvantage?
Is 85 feet? What are you using?
Round ups? Did I do it last? Wait, did I?
You fired, yeah, because it misfired and then you fired.
Yeah,
So.
no, I have to reload that. Okay, I'm gonna try the bow. I'm gonna go ahead
Okay.
and just.
So you drop the brown bass,
Right at my feet.
pull out the bow,
Yeah.
and fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Is it? That's not disadvantage, is it?
No.
Alright. Oh, where's. Oh, where did I write it? Oh, I didn't write the pluses on it. Sorry. I did write the longbow, but I didn't write what I need to. I missed. I rolled a 2. I missed. It's fine. I missed. I was like all excited.
All right, mark off the arrow.
I did. I was like, I'm all excited. I can't like, and then I miss. So.
Francois? How far away is he? I can't see him anymore.
$65 feet.
Well, then I'm going to stand up and take a long-range shot with the carbine. Since he's running away, I don't want him to escape and bring back more like the last guy did.
All right. Boom. Roll the hit.
With disadvantage, that's a 15, so...
He has a little bit of cover. All right. So your ball gets lost in the rough.
Yeah.
Close though. Let's see, Layla.
The last guy's way over there.
Yeah.
Klikli got hit for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, about half my health on a single shot. But how quick you were on the on with that damage roll, Brian. That seems like you got a really good roll and saved it. So you're like, oh, you're done? You take 10 points of damage.
So I have to double move a little bit. Because if it's just regular movement, then I only just get next to the rocks. So are those rocks big enough for me to duck down and have cover?
Yeah.
So I'll just do that, and I will prepare myself for next round.
Okay.
I'm running after you guys, like, let me slap you with my healing.
He's a fuzzy frog.
I guess they move on. Nobody really told them to do anything. So they're just walking towards you. Klikli?
Alright, I'm gonna try to move up and take a shot at the dude.
Alright.
Is it
Flat.
still a disadvantage?
Klikli, 24.
Yep.
That hit. Roll your damage. That hits him. He's bleeding pretty badly. Still trying to get away. And he's going to take a shot back at you. I'm pretty sure that missed, though. What's your AC?
15.
Yeah, that missed. And then he moves.
Where's the bad guys?
Last one.
Oh, I have to reload.
You did.
No. Oh.
You did last round.
No, I thought I...
No, you moved. You can't have reloaded last round. You tried the bow last round.
Yeah.
So you have the bow in your hands.
Yeah. I'll try again.
Okay.
I should probably not need better. I rolled a 4, so...
All right. So...
I just need to practice
You
more.
go wild again with the arrow.
Just need to practice more. That's all there is to it.
And then Francois.
I'm gonna prime and load. He's way too far away for me to worry about with a pistol, so I'm gonna reload the carbine.
All right. And then Layla.
I now need to slap Klikli in the back of the head with some healing powers.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right. You have barely enough to get there.
Cool. Nice. Max, which is 11.
All right. So you run up, pull the arrow out, slap some salve on it, and Klikli gets 11 hit points back.
And then drop down prone. If I could.
Thank you, I'm back up to full.
I guess they're just going to move up some more. If someone were to say something like, take cover or shoot the guy running away, but they're just kind of marching forward. Because they're new. They're still boots. They don't know.
I can yell, shoot that guy.
Well, after the last battle, I did tell them, make sure to make your shots count and move forward for a good shot. So that's what they're doing.
So, Klikli's up.
Okay. I'm going to take a pot shot at him.
Fwah.
The runner.
Okay.
How far away is he now?
$85 from you.
Okay, so still within my normal band. 19 to hit him.
That gets him.
Okay. For max damage, 11 points.
Nice. Alright, your arrow hits him right in the neck and he collapses.
Neat. Thank you, Layla. That was just what I need. Just wipe the blood out of my eye so I can aim.
Cheers.
Cool. Well, I'm going to go and grab as many arrows as I can pick up again. So
Alright.
half my arrows.
Half back, rounded down.
Yep.
Tracy, you can find one of the arrows
Woohoo!
that you shot. So there's 3 longbows, 18 arrows, 3 long knives, a tomahawk. Looks like 70 denier. Wow.
How much? 17?
70.
Oh, 70.
These guys were loaded.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, relatively. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
What's that? 22 soul. Oh no, just 2 soul.
Okay.
That's a 0 too. And
Can we split the arrows?
19 Libra.
19. Yeah, how many arrows do you currently have?
I don't. Not very many. Because you made me make them.
Alright. Give me 2, you can have the rest.
Alright, so out of 18, that's 16?
How many do you have?
Like, 5.
Alright, so you can put 15 in that quiver to have 20. And then there's 1 arrow left. Are you going to haul around a second quiver? How many quivers are you hauling, Sean? Klikli?
2. One has 20, the other has 10.
Okay.
I am okay with this. Yeah.
Alright, and then we are at, oh, okay. I guess we don't need to worry about that. So yeah, you got the money, you got the gear. That's about all they had on them. I should start turning some of that into jewelry. But I guess they're being paid, actively being paid by the French right now. So it makes sense that they would have some cash. And so that's mid-afternoon. By the time you're done moving close to 3. I guess let me check the rest of the day.
Yeah, I wonder if we should mention back at camp how well these French irregulars are getting paid.
We could probably mention that. Namely that most of the currency that we're finding is basically IOUs on playing cards.
That's some sad stuff, though.
They're paying well.
I wiped it out by
They're paying very well in promises.
Oh, I guess.
Hey, you can go far and hope, okay?
Canadian promise. No. No.
Get rid of the British, and there will be a chicken in every pot, and I forget how the rest of that.
I guess you're not quite there yet.
Yeah,
so
you can
I'll
go
cover
far
it
on
up.
hope, can't you? Hope and a prayer.
No, I was talking about the promises of money in the form of pledge.
No, I know what you
No, we
yeah.
promise to give you real money later.
Right.
Unless we lose, and then it's your fault. So yeah.
So, they tend to have a lot of theoretical money on them, but I'd still rather stay with this army that pays in real money.
Gee, I wonder why the French lost.
Yeah, I don't look good in blue.
I mean, the British can pay with like gold
That's okay. we're not
and silver,
invaded.
and the French can pay with
I know.
playing cards. Like, wonder which way you're gonna go.
Kind of right, considering how many times we've been shot in this game.
Yeah. Yeah, wearing old blood stains on our buff coats. They're gonna fade to brown in a few more days.
Hey, that's how you get to be a black belt, by the way. You just get a white belt, and then over time, in blood, sweat, and tears, it's all good. All the blood stains on our clothes just indicate how much we've leveled up. In a weird kind of way.
Alright, so
And hard to figure out where we are. Every scene change, we're coming from a different quadrant of the map.
I know you would think that he would appear to like the whole camera, like.
no, this way. This is like my version of shaky cam, so I can disorient you.
Yeah, 'cause thank you. I love being disorientated.
Alright, so you finish your scouting. Oh, shoot. We're on. Can you hear me?
Be right back.
Can you hear me now?
Well, Sean just said he'll be right back, so he's not gonna hear nothing.
Okay. I'm not sure exactly when the mic got tapped, so.
When you were
but,
placing tiles, probably.
Yeah, probably. So just a second ago, most likely. So, you make it back to camp. With my deliberately disoriented camera changes. And, it's my version of shaky cam. I don't think you guys heard that.
Someone didn't go to school.
But you get back and report in. Officer of the day. I think it's Lee. Yeah. So you go and report in and tell him that well, what do you tell him? He says, yes, make your report.
Well, couple encounters with some Shawnee that fired at us that seemed to have plenty of French coin and markers in their pockets. One got away from the first encounter, but he was included in the second one, and he didn't get away that time.
You're welcome.
Trainees are starting to get along. They even managed to take out a couple of the enemy this time.
I see. Well done. Looks like they're stepping up their scouting and skirmishers, but precision and firepower, that's how we deal with that. British soldier has nothing to fear from these savages. Thank you for your hard work. Enjoy your dinner. And with an exchange of salutes, off you go. Let's see. So you're still just trying to work on some things. You eat, you hang out. Anything else in particular?
Oh,
A little bit of carving.
oh,
Check the hide you're tanning. That's it? Okay.
maybe sell the excess bows, but other than that, everybody that we've got that can use a bow has one, so we don't need them, but they're worth money. Not like spears that's worth a couple of shillings, not worth a holla.
Well, you did take them though, right? And the long knives?
Yeah, we took the bows, long knives, and tomahawk.
Okay.
So I think the trainees that don't have a hand weapon should be given the long knives. We've got one. One was already given the tomahawk last time, and another one had a coat pistol. But I think we need to give them all.
So Morgan has a tomahawk. You want to give him a long knife?
Yeah, we could.
Claude had a coat pistol, so I'll add long knife.
Yeah, add a long knife.
Chip had a long knife. Clyde took the spadron that nobody was speaking up for. I can give him a long knife also.
That's fair. Yeah, make sure that they've all got sidearms. You know, hand in melee sidearms. But any that aren't going to be handed out, we want to sell. We're getting paid more in loot, bounties, and weapons than we are in actual pay. So we got to make sure to collect.
Well, you've got them. The quartermaster isn't really interested in longbows. He really prefers guns and steel and that can be melted down and stuff like that. He says that
there's no trader. We're in camp, not at the fort, so there's no trading post.
Right. So you can hold on to them. You can have your guys carry them. You can carry them. You could probably get them packed into the wagons. You know, some of the wagoners.
Yeah.
Up to you.
If we can get them packed in the wagons, they're worth carrying along until we find the trading post. If not, they're not worth hauling on our back. At least that's what Francois thinks.
That works for me.
Yeah,
No
Charlie.
objections.
Yep. We are all in agreement.
Your friend Daniel Boone says he can make room for the unstrung bows. They don't take up a lot of space.
Cool. Excellent.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
It's not as reliable as a rifle, of course, but you know they can be fun for sport.
Saw how good you are. Saw how good you are with that gun of yours back at that festival. I'd like to be that good someday.
Just keep practicing.
Well, we get plenty of practice on our patrols. Gotta grant that.
With practice and with God-given talent, so.
Can't discount the value of someone shooting back to
Right.
increase your focus on a shooting well.
Alright, so finish up, have dinner, pass over the bows. You guys have the money, and that's 16th.
Did we get paid this time? I came back mid-conversation, so...
No, not yet. Well, the money that you had, the loot money. That's what I meant.
Okay. I heard bunny, so I wasn't sure if we got paid from the Brits or if it was just what we could pull off of corpses.
Just what we pulled off of corpses. We couldn't even sell the bows.
Yeah, I heard that much.
Check.
But
I think this was the month it was late. There was the rain, right? And you saw Washington go out. Then there was the bear. Yeah. Oh, okay. So that was, yeah. That was the second. And then you trained. Okay. Yeah, so this was the late month. So no, you haven't been paid lately. You're just thinking about that. I mean, you've got nowhere really to spend it. But the payroll should have been here a week ago. And let's see, that makes it...
Who
There
stole
we go.
our money?
Well, you haven't seen Colonel Washington lately.
He did it. Hunt down Colonel Washington.
Yeah, that's exactly something he would do, right? Steal the payroll.
Steal the payroll. That's right. That dastardly dude. Yeah, no, I doubt
Those landowners.
it.
Always trying to get away with something.
That's right. It's all their fault.
So, okay, so that was Friday the 13th, Monday the 16th. So you're starting to wonder about that, and some of the other people are starting to wonder about it too. Not that they're in a big rush, as I said, there's nowhere to spend it, but they're starting to wonder what happened to the payroll. And then Washington comes riding back in. He looks pale and gaunt and swaying a little bit in his saddle.
That guy's always sick.
Andrea, you can make a medicine roll.
20.
Looks like he's had a fever. The fever, I should say,
What?
as they called it. He's been sick.
Yeah.
Don't touch him.
Well, he looks, I mean, you know, the reason he's gaunt is because he hasn't been eating much lately. But, well, would they even know? I mean, they certainly don't know much about bacteria or anything.
No, they do not.
Well, they know they don't get sick when they drink beer instead of water.
Right.
Well, there's certain things like they would isolate, like smallpox. But for the fever, it's more like, you know, chicken soup and wine. Mixed with odd herbal things that they come up with. So, but in terms of him being like contagiously sick, probably not. At least it's not one of those that's recognized as you've got to isolate the person, keep them away, keep them on the ship, don't let them land. It's not one of those. Although I think I might be off by a month, but it's okay. It's just dramatic. So
You're probably more
I
on
need
point than
to
those
add-
Hollywood screenwriters.
You know? So, June 19th. They finally come up with the pay. And looks like 30 bounties. So you each get 10 pounds sterling in actual silver coinage. Well, they give you the bounty money in cash too. And then there's 30 pounds sterling to divide up or put in the party treasure, as you wish.
Okay, if it goes in the party treasure.
So 30 to the party treasure, and then 10 for our individual cut.
Yeah,
Or
that's
Yeah, 10 for our base monthly pay, and then 30 for the bounties that we put into the.
That you've brought back proof. The French are sticklers for scalps, but the British are accepting like shot up uniforms and things.
yeah, when there's a hole the size of a golf ball through someone's chest, you're probably going to be able to consider that a kill.
As long as you're consistent with what you take. Like, if you have four scalps and 4 jackets, they might just count it as 4 people. But when you have 8 jackets or 8 scalps, then they can count each one, because there's no duplicates. And so that's Thursday the 19th, Friday 6:20. All right. So, you make Fort Necessity partway through June 20th, and they're going to establish the camp there for a couple of days as they refine the road and get it turned and moving up. Pull these off. I was going to use that tile I just had. I guess this will be fine. So, Fort Necessity itself is, well, it's really just burned and ruined junk at this point. But it was roughly 55-foot wide George Washington's fort that they were building that never really got finished. But it was roughly a 55-foot diameter wooden stockade, just posts in the ground with a building in the middle. And then the French burned it. So I just put out a ring of junk with some burnt junk.
I still think calling it a fort was a gross exaggeration.
Giving it a lot of credit, that's for sure.
I mean, I built better forts on the beach in about 4 hours.
The
Hey,
Romans
if you-
did a better fort every week just from their
Excuse me.
routine.
Yeah.
I built a fort out of pillows. So
And your pillow fort was just as good as Fort Necessity.
well, hey, it was still a fort. Just because it was built out of pillows doesn't mean it was less of a fort.
No, you seriously should see the pictures of Fort Necessity.
I know,
The thing was...
I know.
Sad.
It was sad. Just like saying our.
Literally, the Roman army did. Roman legions had a better nightly stockade just setting up camp within an hour than Fort Necessity did in all the time that it existed.
Well, that's why I compare it to a pillow fort.
Yeah.
If your intent isn't to be a fort, then it's a fort.
It's still not enough of a fort to have a trading post that we can sell our bows at.
No.
No, but we could stick them in the ground and double their defensive capacity.
So it's Friday, June 20th. You've gotten to Fort Necessity and spent, an early day. You scouted a little bit north and west, but you didn't find much of anything else. And the army has come in and started making camp. The road has gotten... is it on screen? I made it so like Braddock's road is really wide, and then here's the path. So, they're building as they go, chopping down trees, filling ditches, digging out rocks. It's still pretty slow going. It's been about 3.5 weeks, and you're a little better than halfway, but you are over the highest pass, which was around 2,900 feet elevation. Which, as we mentioned before, to us with California blood is nothing. But back east, that's a mountain.
Sure.
And everybody's long rested, for sure. It's been a few days. So let's do that before I throw you into the mix.
Okay. Then just to be certain, Brian, at the very beginning of the next day, I'd like to immediately make a pair of poultices just to have ready.
Okay.
Reason they create drought. Because I need to start treating it like mage armor. It's like wake up, activate, and go about your day.
Alright. So a couple of days have gone by since the long rest. When you guys, that was Monday and now it's Friday. So is that just standard every morning you're doing that?
Yeah, just because I'm going to forget to say it. I just want to put it out there that that's going to be the first thing. So I'm just going to always be one spell slot down for that reason.
Standard healing poultice each morning. And it lasts 8 hours. Okay.
8 hours.
Yeah.
So,
Just like Gwendolyn, standard, get up, look around, cast the spell to so they get its advantage on everything because something is going to ambush them.
Alright.
Always expect an ambush. It limits how have to be resurrected.
Sound like that guy from that movie. Always expect an ambush.
and that's why I always love DMs. It's like, you can't always be expecting an ambush. You always ambush us, so yes, I can. If I can't go more than 100 feet before suddenly getting ambushed, of course I'm going to look for ambushes.
So, you're actively in the field, in combat. I can see it. It will raise your stress levels over time, but you're still young. You'll feel it when your characters are 40. In the Revolution, you'll be like, tired, ache. No. That spot I took the arrow in the French-Indian War hurts.
It's gonna rain.
Like, We got 2 ambushes in
So-
one day on the last patrol. We expect an ambush. It's not raising our stress because it's just life.
Though, for perspective, you do have more days just wandering and scouting in the woods than you do actually running into skirmishers. Although, lately it's been about 1 in 3. But your first few weeks weren't bad at all. And so, okay. So, it's Friday night. Everyone roll perception.
Sorry.
19.
14.
19, 14, Klikli.
What are we rolling for?
Perception.
19.
Francois.
19.
Oh, sorry, 18.
Oh, okay. Well, Francois and Layla notice first, but none of you really got bad rolls. So once they start looking, the rest of you notice also. There seems to be a crowd over by the ruins of Fort Necessity, kind of by one of the burned out walls in semi-darkness. I don't have the moon phase for tonight, but there's some bonfires in the camp. There's cook fires around, some torches around, particularly for the sentries. There's a little bit of moonlight. I guess I would call it dim light, officially. But there's definitely a group of people over there and a few torches. Looks like some kind of gathering.
Well, should we go see what's going on?
Yeah. Let's head over there cautiously.
Yeah.
It's,
So
it's
stealth
at
and
the,
then
at the fort. It's at the fort, but yeah, let's be stealthy.
All right, everyone roll stealth.
yeah, I don't want to get involved. Freemason, Dark Temple, or anything like that.
I got a 20. Not enough. Not enough.
20.
A dirty 20.
22,
23.
23, and 11. All right. So she didn't get that message. She's just kind of walking up. The rest of you are sneaking in.
You're hanging back. I'm like, hey, it's a charisma fest. Let's do this.
You guys are back in the shadows. She steps into the torchlight, joining everyone else. There are a couple of pretty well-dressed men in, I mean, I guess you'd call it a suit with all the frills and the big corduroy jackets and stuff, and silk shirts with the ruffles, powdered wigs, big fancy tricorn hats with like, one's got kind of a gold braid and the other kind of a silver braid. And they're speaking to a group of mainly militia, a couple of support wagon types, but mostly militia. And they're saying that it's really not your responsibility to fight for some king way off in England, and nobody messed with you until you messed with them, and we think that we should all just lay down our weapons and go home. Screw this, it's not our fight.
I interrupt.
They're being pretty persuasive. What do you say?
I interrupt.
You interrupt.
And I say that it is absolutely their duty to protect themselves and their fellow man against anyone who would take advantage of them, including
Wait a minute.
the people that are pillaging their lands. Like, we are under English rule, they are protecting us. The others are not protecting us, they are actively hurting us. It is your duty to protect yourself from those that are hurting you.
Make a persuasion roll.
No, hold on. I have fanned the flames, so I can sway opinions of patriots to my will.
But you're hiding right now. So she said that. Roll persuasion.
Do your thing, girl. You can't assist.
24.
A lot of the people around are sort of nodding at what you say. Well, yeah, you know, he is our king. And let's see, assisted. What did they get for that?
You know, seriously, what are the French promising us that the English...
The French are giving out fucking playing cards as money. So, I mean, they don't have jack anything.
But honestly, why should we lay down our arms? What are the French promising us if we do?
Spades. Jack of...
Peace, prosperity.
Do they have that in writing, or are you
romance.
just hoping for it?
Romance.
So you're just really hoping for it. There's nothing in writing. Okay.
Romance.
There's no guarantee. At least with this, we have a guarantee.
Romance
He
is
says, well, I you know, it's not like I work for them. I'm just saying that until we started knocking over their towns and villages, we were living peaceful lives here on the frontier. And the other one goes, yeah, harumph. Make an
Except
insight
for
roll.
all of the Indians attacking you that are actively working with the French right now, right? Right? Insight, you said? 16.
All right. He says, well, you know, just because a few savages may get out of hand doesn't mean that there's any kind of organized thing going on here, or at least there
Except
wasn't
that there totally
until
is.
you started
When
marching.
he says savages, who are you calling a savage?
30. All right. He sort of jumps when you talk to. Well, I mean,
I don't mean you.
not you, of course.
There's other savages.
No, just all of the tribes that are working together.
The ones that aren't you.
Not just a few stragglers. Tribes.
You know, every people has their savages. You know.
Every people. Yeah, like you.
Yeah.
He kind of backs up a little bit.
As far as I may not care much about kings and crowns, but I must say these British folk pay well on time and don't hold with messing with the locals.
Yeah.
These French that we've found attacking local farmers, and half the irregulars are just paid in script.
And I translate that word from Cajun.
And my folks may have been born in New France, and we may live in New France, but French aren't friendly to those like us who grew up there. What makes you think they'll be friendly to you? These British folk do what they say they will.
Make a
avoid the power play.
Make a persuasion roll.
I am going to use my bonus action. You get advantage because I'm helping you and double your proficiency bonus. This is worth it. Yeah.
Yeah, the advantage +1, but the double proficiency adds a little bit more.
Yeah.
So that'll be a dirty 20.
Nice. And then I'll just need to sit and meditate for 15 minutes.
Not a bad persuasion roll for somebody you can barely understand who looks half French and half Indian while they're fighting the French and Indian.
Right?
Didn't we just see that?
You're like, this is a worthy cause.
It's like, you know, these French folk don't treat these French don't treat my folk well, and they think that we're them, and they don't treat us well. Why would they treat you well?
All right. So you're talking, and Klikli's translating, and the guy, not the one who was doing the main talking, the one sort of backing him up with the yas and the hoops and the tell it like it is.
Hurrah, 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 hurrah.
Exactly. He steps forward and he goes, ho ho ho, ooh la la, blah blah blah. What are you, French yourself?
What are you,
No, he's talking to Francois. Make a wisdom saving roll.
Wisdom saving.
Blah, blah, blah.
Ooh la la, blah blah.
Still a 17 on the way from third.
Alright. Clearly he's trying to insult you, but it kind of rolls off your back.
You speak French awfully good for a supposed Englishman.
Yeah, ooh la la, blah, blah, blah. That's
I'm trying to pick a fight with him so I can beat the shit out of him.
Sorry, I
That's
just.
an issue.
Okay, out of
You're
character.
lucky you're too stupid to handle a proper insult, or I might have to show you how real men deal with things.
He says you got a purty mouth.
Klikli sparked an idea. I have Bear Witness, which is rolling advantage on an intelligence investigation check to see through illusions. When you succeed, you catch the creature or community in a lie, see through an illusion, or find proof of a deception. You can uncover a hidden truth.
So are you using that now?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Klikli is trash talking and saying, "Oh, you speak French pretty."
Well, they're all kind of trash talking
I know.
at this moment.
No, I know, but yeah,
but you're
no, I
you're
know.
trying. Okay, so.
But I'm rolling deceit to see if actually, they might be, or if they're just rabble rousing.
These guys are rabble-rousing. Klikli and I are the roughnecks out there trying to talk them into throwing the first punch.
Okay, so
But yeah, come on, throw the first punch. Come on. Give us an excuse.
it's an 18 plus 5. The rest of it is select a question to ask the GM from the following list to learn more about this duplicity. Your GM answers this question truthfully, providing information that you may have gleaned from context, clues, or slips of the tongue. The more information you already have about the duplicity, the more precise and detailed the information you receive.
Okay. So you're supposed to ask me a question, right?
Or are they lying?
Yeah. Are what are they hiding?
When the one turned his ruffled silk top blew in the wind a little bit, and you saw a medallion with a fleur-de-lis, he's very likely a French agent sent to cause trouble.
What?
Which you might have been able to piece together, but now she knows.
It was fairly obvious.
She saw the proof. But the rest of you are shit talking, and he's gonna.
These the backwoods hit and the feral savage are shit talking at him from both sides. I'm sure he
Holy
loves
barrel. I think Bev more than you, Frenchie.
it. I'm talking about from his perspective. From his perspective,
This is why I need the physical character
the hick
sheets.
and the savage are insulting him. And we're well aware that he considers us a hick and a savage and using it to magnify the insult.
I will taunt you a second time.
Your mother was a hamster, and your father
Your
smelled
mother is a hamster.
elderberries.
Father smells of elderberry.
Now go away, or I shall taunt you a second time.
Actually, that would be a legit use of this ability. As a reaction, you're not actually fighting, so he can respond illogically to up to 3 creatures within. Except he'd have to move forward to say it. But then what happens? I mean, that would be extremely useful if he were just to go after you, but I don't think
He's going to use non.
that's his plan. I think. No, I think. He just kind of sneers at Klikli and says, well, the Indian's opinion means nothing. Klikli, you can make a wisdom save. A 2?
Only a +2, because Rangers only
Oh,
get a
+2.
strength and dexterity,
Okay.
not anything.
So what's the
whatever
total?
reason. I haven't rolled yet.
Oh.
I'm seeing if there's anything that affects it. No, I can just kill him. That's always fun. 21.
Okay. Well, he seems like he's trying to insult you too, but again, it's not. And then he turns to Francois, and he looks at. Well, he kind of looks you up and down, and then he says, "You, sir, are clearly sent to cause trouble and are trying to start this war.
When
I demand satisfaction." And that's going to be, I believe is it wisdom or charisma? Let me see.
Alright.
if it's charisma.
Charisma save.
So roll twice and use the higher die. Because I have an ability for that too.
Is it a reaction or do you
Yeah.
have to do it beforehand?
No, it's a resolve points. It's the silver tongue. When a creature that you can see within 60 feet makes a charisma saving throw, you can spend
Okay.
1 resolve point as a reaction to force them to re-roll the saving throw. And I'm saying to use the higher one.
Alright.
That makes a big difference. That makes it 18. Thank you for getting rid of the 3.
Alright. So for a moment, you're seeing red.
then
Although
you see me
role-playing
step
wise,
forward.
it's still up to you. But, so he demands satisfaction with rapiers, which he happens to be wearing one. And you don't, which he noticed. But, so you recognize his crap talking, but you manage to keep it under control. And not just immediately,
And
unless you want to, if you want to duel him. with swords.
Duel him. Duel him.
Oh, and you're such a high-class wannabe that you don't even realize that the challenger gets it. Like, the challenger doesn't get choice of weapons, the challenge does. If you don't even understand the rules of the duel that well, then you're not worth my time.
And then when I get the opportunity, I want to step forward and call him out. Shit.
Turn the trash talk back at him and say, God, you're not worth dueling because you don't even know the rules of duels. You don't even know how they work. Because obviously, if I was going to choose, if I was forced into a duel, it wouldn't be rapiers, it would be pistol. Mock him in front of everybody for not knowing the proper golden chivalry.
Well, that's because he's just a hit with delusions of grandeur.
Yeah.
He says, "No, you uncouth little frontiersmen don't understand the rules of gentlemanly conduct. Real men use blades. Only barbarians use pistols." And make another wisdom save.
When am I allowed to
Brian,
point out
when he
his
says
medal?
that,
Is it a reaction?
So, Brian, when he says that, can I hook him with the flat of my tomahawk and basically yank his foot out from under him? Because he just invited me to join in the second he said that.
No. First off, we need that saving throw. But also, you're 15 feet away because he backed up. Remember? Can you see?
Actually, I don't. I didn't remember.
It's a 12 for the charisma. And you said wisdom? Yeah, 12 for the wisdom save.
So that's Klikli. This is the main one. This is his backup. And then there's Layla and Francois and Charlie. And then just a bunch of militia standing around. Not necessarily your guys, just a bunch of militia.
I want to point out his bullshit.
Well, hold on. What did you get on that wisdom save?
And it was a 12 on the wisdom save. Probably not enough.
All right. All right. So you take 4 psychic damage, and you have to reaction you haven't used yet, right? So
Not yet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. You move 35, right?
I moved 30.
Oh, you move 30. Okay.
Yeah. I think you're thinking of Klikli.
Or Charlie.
I was probably thinking of Charlie, but okay. So let's roll initiative, because it's now going to matter.
It's mattered because I haven't been able to speak up about my findings about his bullshit. Okay.
6.
18.
Ha!
Oh.
9.
9?
Yeah.
Okay. So Francois lets out a cry of rage and goes running forward, intending to make a melee attack. So what do you have, a knife or a sword or bayonet?
I have a long knife in my boot.
Alright, so you're running forward with your long knife in hand. If you start your turn within 5 feet of him, who called you out in the green jacket, then you must try to melee attack him. But if you had extra attacks, they could go wherever. But yeah, he just what he just said to you, that was below the belt, man. But okay, so you let out a cry of rage. You're charging forward. He's reaching for his rapier, but Layla, you get to react just a little bit faster. You're in 18.
Good. Oh my god, this really is just the realest middle school, high school shit in existence. So, and I'm playing into it. So I'm running up in between, back to my friend, throwing my arms out and yelling, he has a French medallion. He's the one trying to cause trouble. Don't let him get in your fucking head. Sabotage, seize him.
All right. Are there any actions or using an ability or a gambit with that? Or are you just trying to make peace roll?
I forgot about the gambits.
I mean, if you have one.
Okay, so I have Code Duello, Rhetoric, and Tongue Lash. Maybe.
Okay. Tongue Lash was the one he just used talking a whole bunch of crap trying to provoke a fight.
Yeah.
So he failed the save, so his reaction was run forward, try to attack.
Yeah.
Code Duello, they tried to use, but he made the save, trying to just call him out with a blade weapon.
Yeah.
And what's the other one?
Rhetoric.
Rhetoric.
Focus on the cadence and dictation of your words to best influence those around you.
So a performance check instead of a persuasion check, if you'd like, to try and stop them.
My persuasion is slightly better.
Okay, so you probably just want to roll
Treat
persuasion.
a roll of 7 or lower on the d20 as an 8. On a d20 roll of a 1, your oration backfires and you lose concentration. Just like I just did in stuttering that. So, okay. Perception.
No persuasion.
Persuasion. Yeah, because it's persuasion or performance. Persuasion. 15 plus 5 is a dirty 20.
Alright, I guess insight. Alright. They have their hands on their rapiers, but they don't pull them out. And they start backing away. Going, look, we just came here to talk. We never wanted any trouble. You can tell it's the British that are the aggressors. But they are backing away like you talked them down from the fight.
This is the one wearing the French medallion, dips.
Well, no one else can see it. You just got a glimpse of it under his shirt, remember?
Yeah.
So, unless you tackle him and rip his shirt open.
I thought about it. I did. I thought about going full blown and yanking the medallion off of him and going, but I didn't.
You
Because I
kind of
wasn't
talked them into
sure.
they're backing off now.
Yeah.
So
No, I didn't want them to take an opportunity to like actually stab me and then run away.
what's Charlie doing?
I was backing up Layla, basically.
So you just move forward ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So Klikli? They're backing away, but I mean
them.
there's still, let's see.
They're French agents. We should take them prisoner.
Do you say that to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're about 45 feet away.
I've been yelling that they're French agents as soon as this round started. Seize them, catch them, sabotage.
You're running from me. Oh, I actually know what to do. Alright, I'm gonna move forward 30.
So about 5 to 10 feet away. Not quite nearly.
Yeah. So I'm gonna fall out out to the rest of the thing, and my best authoritative chief voice is like, how should I word this that they would want? Seize them so the colonel can question them, and then I'm gonna pull out my bullet and fling it at the.
All right. Oh, wait, no, it's not her turn yet. Go ahead and roll for your boa.
Roll high.
I got an 18 on the die roll.
All right, that hits. So roll your damage, and he's knocked prone.
Yeah, immediately.
The main one, right? Not the dual fighting one?
No, the main one.
The main one, okay.
Yeah. There we go. So that is a... Where's it?
D4?
7. So yeah, it's a D4 plus 3, so 7 points of damage. And he's not prone.
Okay. He falls with a loud thud. And I mean, clearly it jarred his bones a bit, but in terms of damage, he's not that bad, but he is knocked down and grappled.
Yeah, no, I would think that a bolo a bola would be the epitome of non-lethal for most things.
Definitely. Francois?
Well, I don't have to melee attack him, but I'm going to do my full movement toward him and pull out the pistol and say, yell at it as friend to don't even think about setting him loose. You should stay here to be questioned with him. Just pointing the pistol at him, threateningly, without actually firing.
Roll intimidation.
And 11. Not exactly Francois' specialty.
Mans does have a gun in his face, though.
Yeah.
Helps a lot.
That should lower the DC of the intimidation check a little bit, but yeah, still. Especially after saying, if I were to go to a duel, this is my weapon of choice. So he probably, so he should know, I know how to use this thing.
Layla.
Mm-hmm.
He's not freezing. His right arm makes a furtive motion towards his left hip, where his rapier is. That's how cops put it in court. Well, Your Honor, his hand made a furtive motion towards the back of his, towards his lower back, so I shot him. Alright, so no, he's reaching for the rapier. What do you want to do?
Could I roll persuasion or intimidation after moving up 30 feet to tell him to knock it the fuck off? Being so fucking for real right now. Just knock it off. And maybe you'll leave here with your life.
You can try intimidation. The way you put that, definitely intimidation.
Coming from a 5'1" slip of nothing girl.
It's like, how many many pistols does he have to have pointing at his face before he realizes
21.
his rapier is going to save him?
21?
Yeah. I'm not even pulling out a
You might be a
weapon.
slip of a girl, but you're also backed up by a very violent-looking savage and his words.
Well, he wasn't backing off with the gun in his face.
So, he hears your steely tone, and he looks at Klikli and Francois, and the general sense of the militia behind you has really been influenced over to your side at this point. And he just drops his hands and gives a final, what? We didn't do anything. And so
Shit.
both
Bullshit. Let's tie him up.
taken prisoner at Fort Ruins, deciding. I know you've probably decided, but I'm going to say deciding, tie up, turn in, interrogate, just so that when we restart next time, we know what the basic plan is. So, all right, you caught the provocateurs with minimal violence. So, inspiration to everybody. Good job on that. I was curious what would happen. It came close to shooting.
Firebrands went head to head. People liked yours better.
I should make a note of that too.
Yeah, I have a feeling that if he had managed to pull that rapier, he'd look like Swiss cheese with all the guns going off.
It wouldn't have been great, but he had a few other gambits. Although he wasn't doing real well with them, so I'm not sure if he would have tried. But
I just really didn't want fighting to start with them already rousing up the militia.
yeah, no, good call. Good call. You never know what the mob's gonna do, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, if he had started some shit, well, we have gambits too. It's called beat him in the face until he stops moving.
No, I literally pulled out, literally all of my stuff. All of the things I could do, I did. Every single Firebrand thing I could do, I did.
No, that was a couple vicious mockeries, a tongue lash, a code duello from them.
Yeah.
It just, you're all kind of low level, so your DCs are low, so, that makes it so you're a little
That's
easier to
why
make
a lot
it, I
of
guess.
mine were giving advantage and giving bonuses.
Yep,
That helped
exactly.
a lot, too.
Exactly.
No, it worked out fairly decent for us, and when it does turn to violence, well, that's what the Ranger of the
Cool. Alright, I'm gonna close out the stream. But thanks for watching and listening, and this will be up on YouTube soon. And we'll see you next time.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.